Hey guys, I would just like to say, first of all, thank you, Marco, for having me again back here for the Faithful One. Really is a blessing every time I'm on here just to share what's going on in my life and share the word. So it really is a blessing. So thank you, Marco, for all these opportunities. And today I'm going to be doing part of the end of the year recap and just kind of reflecting on it, all that happened this year and looking forward to what the Lord's going to do next year. So a lot of what I saw from this year, personally, it was just overall growth ever. Like the past 2 years, I have completely finished my Bible. I've read it last year and this year. I've gone through the whole year and read my whole Bible. So that's 2 times that I've completed the Bible. And what I saw was that from the first time I read it to the second time I read it, there was a lot of different things that stuck out to me and applied, so that every single time that I read the Bible, I'm still taking different things out of it, and there's different stuff I'm finding that I never knew, And I think that's really powerful because we all need to, there's no maximum spot you can hit. It's a continuous growth. You keep growing. You don't max out somewhere, and there's always new stuff that you can learn about the Lord. And also just in sharing stuff, just talking about it, I found myself grow in that area a lot this year. Like at church, I know Tate, our youth pastor, he sets us up into these, splits us up into these groups, and I know I led a few of those groups on the Wednesday nights and stuff. I would lead a few of them, and it honestly is just really powerful to be able to just be kids talking with other kids about the Lord and stuff, and it helps all of us grow, all of us in that group. And just because I help with it, that doesn't make me better than anybody else that was in the group. That's not what I'm saying at all. But we're all Christians trying to grow and be better for God and be closer and look more like Christ. That's all that we're trying to do, and we just have a big group conversation. They're very powerful. I love when we split off into groups and do those little talks. Another thing that specifically kind of stood out to me this year was that God placed new people in my life that he knows that I could give my testimony to and talk to about Christ and hopefully lead them to the Lord. And maybe even if I didn't necessarily lead them straight to him this year, that seed gets planted, and next year, year after that, year after that, year after that, you never know. One day that seed could grow, could water, and they could find Christ as their Lord and Savior. And ultimately, I know I have one friend specifically that I've been trying to get to go, and he just hasn't budged on it, but I can feel it. He wants to go. I know he does. He just hasn't done it yet. Do you see these bracelets on my wrist? It says, God is first, and then this one says, I am second. He bought me those bracelets, but he doesn't go to church or anything, And I try to get him to go, and I talk with him about that stuff all the time. We've had multiple conversations, and I feel that it's helping him, and he's getting closer and closer and closer to actually getting to that point, to where that seed is sprouting in him, and hopefully he can find the Lord, because I really, really want to see that. I really want to see that. I really want to see the Lord in everybody's lives, because I know the impact that he's had on my life, and he's changed my life, and everything in my life has changed because of what he did for me on that cross and what he's done in my heart in these past few years. Now, looking into 2026, another goal I have is to, once again, finish the Bible, which I'm in a group chat that helps me do that, helps me be accountable to that. So I plan to read my Bible, finish my Bible, and hopefully find new different things that stick out to me, and that can help me grow and that I can give to others. And also just looking for more opportunities. We all can look for more opportunities to either serve or just share the gospel. And it applies to every single one of us because we all need to do more in that area. We all can do more in that area. And I think we all should strive on the Bible reading thing. We all should strive, even if it's like a few verses a day. You just need to be in the Word every single day, or else if you're not in the Word every day, you will be in the world every day, and you'll be seeing the things of the world. So it is very important that even if it's just a few verses a day, you are getting in the Word, getting in the Bible, and growing in the Lord. Even if it's slow growth, growth is growth, and we need growth, and it's not all going to come instantly. We need growth, but we can't just stay right where we are. We need constant growth, but we can't have constant growth if we're not striving for it every day and trying to look more like Christ every day. So just looking into 2026, it's definitely more of a focus on God and let God do the rest. And also just being more outgoing and being able to talk about the Lord more. I feel like that in 2025, I definitely got a lot better at that. But obviously, there's a lot more room to improve. So 2026, we're going to try to do that. And I think we all can learn from that. And we all can try to focus on God, let God do the rest, and be the best that we can for the Lord moving into 2026.